2016 presidential primary season has been leading up to this. In just over a week, the presidential nominating conventions get underway with the Republicans in Cleveland, followed by the Democrats in Philadelphia. With their nominees tapped, the focus will shift to November's general election and getting voters to the polls. The old line in Chicago is vote early, vote often. As contributor Chris Papst reports, for millions of Americans, that's a very real option.
Can I have your picture ID?
Like many Americans, every November, I vote.
My permit gets me my ballot.
I take it seriously.
Fill it out, go to the scanner.
But last year, after moving to Virginia, I learned our voting system has some serious flaws.
I registered my ballot, got my sticker. Now I'm going to go see if I can vote again.
2 hours later, I was at my old polling place in Pennsylvania, where I haven't lived in a year.
By state law, recording is not allowed in polling places. So I'm going to go in and see if I'm still registered. Well, I gave the election clerk my name. She pulled it up. I easily could have just voted twice. This is one of the biggest problems that you face.
Right, it is.
Linda Lindberg is a director of elections in Arlington, Virginia. When I registered at her office, I signed this document stating I was previously registered in another state. That form was then put in an envelope, lick stamped, and mailed to Pennsylvania.
It's a bit antiquated, this system, in a modern world.
This process, Lindberg says, cannot keep pace with our increasingly mobile lives. In her election office, like many others, paper is still king.
A lot can go wrong.
That's a big problem in the integrity of our voter rolls.
Chris Papst is the Kansas Secretary of State.
There's a huge amount of inaccuracy.
Papst operates the Interstate Crosscheck, a collection of 28 states that share voter rolls. In 2014, the crosscheck found 7.3 million voters were registered in multiple states. But since 22 states don't participate, including California, Texas, and Florida, that number is likely much higher. Papst says this inaccuracy increases the possibility of voter fraud. In his state in 2014, more than 100 people, a record, appeared to vote twice.
You look at the larger group of 28 states, and do the math. We're talking about thousands of double votes.
No, it just doesn't happen.
Voting twice is illegal. With heavy fines and possible jail time, Allegra Chapman with Common Cause downplays its impact. But she does agree with Papst. The system needs to be modernized.
Everything we do is so tech-based, and so it just makes sense that we should be modernizing our election system to come into the 21st century.
24 states plus D.C. have online voter registration, but there is no national database to check if people are registered in multiple states. Coming up on Full Measure, the battle over political correctness.